am back with a holiday-ish tutorial. I actually have fake eyelashes on and I'm looking at myself and I feel so weird, and this big bold red lip, but holidays are next week. Next week's Christmas already, so I thought that this would be a fun, festive look, a little bit out of the norm for me. I even have glitter on my eyelids. I'm not sure how well it's picking up on the camera, but it's very simple. Wing liner, lashes, and a lip, a matte red lip. I prefer, when I go with bolds, a matte color. So let's get started. I have my hair pulled back just because it's a mess. I had it in a ponytail for the tutorial, but it's just too messy, so I just pulled it back, and I have these two little bits that keep sticking out, these long pieces. First off, for foundation, I used my Dior Skin Star foundation, and this is in the shade, what is it, 31? I went through like a fiasco with this thing. I couldn't find a good color match for my skin. It was a pain in the ass, but ultimately it was worth it because I found it, and I absolutely love the shade of this foundation. The finish of it is beautiful. It's nice and dewy and glowy and fresh, very, very hydrating on the skin, I find. So I used a pump of that, dotted it, all these itted, and they don't make sense. I put some on my face and blended it in with a Real Techniques, what is this, the Expert Face Brush, and then went over it with my beauty blender just to make sure that there was no streaks with the foundation. After foundation, I used, of course, my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer underneath my eyes and on some blemishes. I'm getting really red around my nose just because it's so cold outside, so had to use some there, and you guys already know I love this stuff. After that, I went in with my Chanel loose powder. I haven't used this for ages, but for parties and special events and things like that, and things that I know that I'm gonna be, I don't know, all night, I'm gonna be cooking, or I'm gonna be hosting, and I'm just gonna be sweaty. I don't have time for touching up. This powder, it adds a hint of extra coverage because it's not colorless. This is the darkest shade they do, I believe. This is Translucent 3. I just find that it sets everything in place and it keeps me pretty matte throughout the night. But I tried using this with a fan brush, recommendation from Amelia Liana, and I think I like it. I like the finish. I'm gonna try it out a little bit more, but special powder, love this stuff. Best loose powder I've ever tried, ever. And I've tried the La Mer powder, which is supposed to be the most wonderful thing ever, and it was nice, but I wasn't impressed. I preferred this, definitely this. Okay, then I moved on to the eyes. I used the Nars Pro Prime Smudge Proof Primer. I have oily eyelids. You guys already know this, and if you don't, well, now you know. It gets really nasty up in there, so I have to prime my eyes. As for eye color, I picked up my Lorac Pro Palette. I haven't used this in ages, or I think since I got it. I was playing around with it and then pushed it aside, but I ended up using quite a few shades. I used the light bronze as an all-over base, and it's just this shimmery peachy shade. I then went in the crease with a little bit of mauve and taupe, just to warm things up a bit and define the eye, of course. I took a little bit of the taupe and smudged it into my lower lashes. I don't like to wear eyeliner. I just feel that black eyeliner, or eyeliner in general, unless it's kind of like a flesh tone color, it just doesn't look right with my eyes. My eyes are way too big. And I don't know, I just feel uncomfortable wearing it every time I have black eyeliner in my waterline. It doesn't look right. So a trick I like to do is take a little bit of a I don't know, this is like a medium matte brown, and I'll smudge it real close to the lash line, and that'll kind of give the illusion of a thicker lower lash line, but at the same time, it's like, is she wearing eyeliner? Is she not? It doesn't close off my eyes. It doesn't make me look weird. I also feel like eyeliner ages me. Like if I put eyeliner inside it, I look like I'm 10 years older. Yeah, no, I don't like it. But those were the 3 colors that I used. And then to top it off, the glitter part, I went in with Jouer's Creme Longwear Cream Mousse Eyeshadow and Moonlight. Now, again, I don't know if this is gonna pick up on camera, but this has a ton of sparkles in it. This is what I like to call grown-up glitter. Oh, it's just lovely. It's so pretty. And they do a whole bunch of other shades, but I felt that this over top of the light bronze would just make it pop that much more. So I just patted this in with my ring finger. I feel that it applies a little bit more evenly with fingers rather than a brush, and you get more of a pigment to it. So I just dabbed it on with my fingers and concentrated more of it just on the center of the eyelid just to make it pop that much more. But love this stuff. I then had an eyeliner fiasco. I haven't done winged eyeliner in ages. I did it yesterday for my daughter's recital, and it took me a little bit, and then today I was just struggling with it, but it sort of came out all right. I mean, a little bit thicker than what I wanted it to, or what I originally am used to, but it's still, I mean, it served the purpose. At least they're not all types of crazy, but it happens to the best of us. Like, there's days where it's just not gonna happen, so I put the thing down. But for the purpose of this video, I took some cotton buds and worked it out and sorted it out, but I used the L'Oreal Infallible Super Slim. I like this because it's just super black. So I get, it's very pigmented, it's matte. I hate shiny eyeliner. I really love the Kat Von D one. That one's my favorite eyeliner of all time. But that one tends to get a little shiny if I put too much on. That's the only thing I don't like about it. So I tend to go over it with this one, or I go over it with the Hourglass, I think it's their gel mechanical liner. So use that. I then finished off the face with my Jouer bronzer in Suntan. I talk about this all the time. I guess you guys might be sick of freaking hearing about it, but good contour bronzing shade. Just went in the hollows of my cheeks, around the area, you know, where the sun would hit, blah, blah, blah. But there is no sun. Just to give some color back into my face, because I knew I was gonna wear this bold red lip. And then for blush, a blush I like to reach for whenever I'm wearing any type of bold color is Tarte's Amazonian Clay Blush in Exposed. This stuff is awesome. It doesn't even, I can't even describe what kind of color this is. It's like a natural flush of color, but it looks great with anything, any lip color, in my opinion. Now, for the lips, they are matte, they are red. This is Sephora's Cream Lip Stain in number 01. I spoke about this briefly in my previous tutorial. If you are a red lip lover, this stuff is like, it doesn't even feel like I'm wearing anything. So it kind of scares me because throughout the day I'm like checking it constantly, making sure that it's still there, but that's how good this stuff is. And it's, I believe it's like $13 for this. I think it's 13 bucks. I absolutely love the Sephora Cream Lip Stain. Again, it goes on as a liquid. You can actually use a lip brush if the doe foot applicator is too, you know, thick for you, just to get that precise, clean edge. I just do it from the wand and just take my time with it. But it's a liquid lipstick. You lay it on, it'll dry to a matte powdery finish, but again, it's not drying at all whatsoever. Like it just doesn't feel uncomfortable. It doesn't flake off throughout the day. It's just a really awesome red. Now, unless you're eating a ton of things and drinking and all that stuff, it's gonna come off, but it's not like the Hourglass. I think it's their liquid lipsticks, those things. I could not, I tried and I just couldn't. It was just too patchy and it was a pain in the ass to deal with. Definitely recommend trying this out. It's inexpensive too, so win-win. So that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. It's something a little bit different to what I'm, you know, accustomed to, but I'm trying to, you know, give you something else rather than the same. But at the same time, I don't really play too much just because I'm not comfortable with it, but I'll play with some lashes and some glitter. It's the holidays anyway, so I will see you guys in the next video, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So